Today I'm gonna be doing the hashtag Mumlife raw tag. Hey besties, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with a bit of I want to call it like a personal video for lack of a better word, but it's also like a tag. I actually came across a lovely woman's channel. Honestly, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name because I have a feeling I'm going to pronounce it wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link her channel down below as well as up here somewhere. So please go ahead and check it out. She's the one who created this tag. I was looking through videos and for some weird odd reason it literally like hit home so hard, especially because parenting is something that everybody thinks it's so easy, especially when you're looking at it from the outside perspective. I know this for sure because I've been there. I was once that girl who used to judge parents with kids at a mall, and I'd be on some, why is the child doing that? Oh my gosh, my kids will never do that. Oh my gosh, I'll be a badass mom and whatever. It's such an easy thing to do, to pass judgment, and you don't even think twice about it. We have been going through some major-esque struggles with parenting right now. Kibe's at that age where she is literally pushing all the boundaries. It's not the easiest thing to try to do, and also because she's 3 years old, I'm not quite sure how much she understands, and I don't quite know how much she can handle at this point. So I feel like she's at that tender age where we can either make or break her. So yeah, that is why I felt so compelled to do this tag. Question number 1, it says, describe your day as a mom today in 1 word. Challenging. K-Bear is not, she's very strong-willed, and she doesn't really take anything without a fight. So every single morning we have to negotiate, we have to try and understand her point of view, because that's how we're doing things right now. We try to listen to what she wants, because if you don't listen, then it's war, endless war, and you're not going to get anywhere. So challenging. What is the most challenging part about connecting with other moms? I'm not the most social person, so for me the most challenging thing about connecting with other moms is that conversation, like striking up a conversation, because yes, the kids will get along so perfectly well, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the parents will get along as well. That is the one thing that I find really challenging. Share one horrible poo moment. We've all been there. This was actually not so long ago when I vlogged about it on my daily vlog channel. If you haven't seen it, go ahead, I'm gonna link it down below. Go ahead and check it out. So K-Bear she ate something at school, and for some weird reason it gave her a runny tummy, and so she's normally so good with going to the bathroom. She knows what to do. I mean, there are times where she tends to hold on to her wee for until the very last moment, where she's like major under pressure. And it's so funny to watch, but she always makes sure she gets to the bathroom on time. But now this time her tummy was running, I don't know what was going on, and she had to go make a poo, and then she didn't make it to the bathroom on time, and homegirl ended up making a poo on herself. So that was it was a very interesting moment, because it was runny poo. So when I had to take out the underwear from her, it went everywhere, to a point where I literally ended up just yanking her, putting her in the bathtub, and I didn't hose her down or like shower her down or anything, although I must say probably if we had that handheld shower I was probably gonna do that. Let me tell you, I'm making it sound so easy right now, but it wasn't necessarily this easy. I think the whole process took about an hour before we're all done, and when I was done I just sat down, watched TV, and I didn't move for hours on end because I was just exhausted from everything. How do you cope with public child meltdowns and tantrums? To be very honest with you guys, K-Bear doesn't necessarily throw fits and tantrums and melts down. She doesn't necessarily melt down in public, but there are times where she tends to nag a little, and she likes to like scream, and like she really likes to scream, especially when there's an echo. I don't know what it is about an echo that just makes K-Bear go crazy. So what I like to do is I tell her that if she keeps doing that, my ear's gonna get a bleed. She will stop screaming, but she'll still keep on nagging. If she's like nagging for a packet of sweets, we don't always allow her to get stuff. Like every time she asks for something, we don't just say, of course homegirl, grab it, eat it, you'll be fine. So we'll just tell her, you can hold on to it, but we're not paying for it because you didn't bring your money. She has a piggy bank, so if she wants something, we make her pay for it herself. So if she didn't bring any money, we just tell her, you didn't bring any money, so you can hold on to it, but then we're not paying for it. And then when we get to the checkout till, then we don't pay for it, then we leave it, and then we'll tell her, next time remember to bring your money, and then you'll pay for it. it's kind of working because we haven't had any meltdowns. The only thing that KB really likes is to scream, and Lord knows where there's an echo, I always say, oh boy, my worst nightmare is about to start. Honestly, how much screen time does your child have? We have this HTC tablet that nobody ever uses, and in there we have downloaded her like some reader game where she spells like different letters and she learns alphabets and all of that nice stuff. And then it has like Dora the Explorer and a couple of like educational apps in there. So she's been getting quite a bit of screen time on that, like I want to say like 30% of the time, and it's purely because like it's really cold. Like you guys, I'm so miserable in winter. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat this and be like the super mom and like try to be all like glorious and stuff. I'm really miserable in winter. I don't want to move much in winter, and if anything, I would rather be in bed with a hot water bottle and watching some series. So she's been spending quite a bit of time on her tablet purely because I would be in bed paralyzed with cold, and it was just so much easier. So that's what she's been doing, and I feel really bad. Like half the time I just want to kick my backside and be in some girl, please just get out of bed and parent. But it's really hard. What's your go-to easy dinner that you give at least once a week? Friday we call it like our cheat meal day, where we eat like slab chips and Viennas and bread, and we just snuggled up in bed. So I want to say that is my easy go-to meal because I don't get to cook. It's takeout and it's so easy, and we get to eat it in bed. So that is the one. Did you yell, cry, or struggle today? Heck yeah, like seriously. And I try by all means not to yell at KB because she, believe me, she can be a bit shy sometimes. No, actually she tends to be more shy than outspoken. So if you start yelling at her, she kind of like retreats, she goes back into her shell, and then she doesn't really talk. And I try by all means not to yell. I must say it's not the easiest thing ever. I mean, I feel like it's just human nature where when something wrong is happening, you want to yell. Like she has a tendency, she loves to play with soil, but then she like throws it in the air and then it goes on her hair. And my first reaction normally is to get her out of the situation, especially if the soil is just about to hit her head. And the first thing I normally do is yell, and I instantly like regret it. What was the best moment of your day so far as a mom? Okay, so you know, as much as kids can drive you crazy, kids can be so darn cute. Like they make everything feel worth it in a split second. So when we picked her up from school, she literally came rushing to the car. She knocked on my door, I opened the door, she gave me a hug and she gave me a kiss, and she said to me, "Oh mommy, you're back." And my heart just melted, like literally. What is your secret guilty pleasure to reward your mom life? Ooh, everything is a secret guilty pleasure, but I must say any kind of chocolate and sweets and anything sweet, that is me. How often do you experience mom guilt? Girl, please, like every single day. I feel like I'm still on that curve or stage where mom guilt is still very real, it's still very high, and I still need to try and find some balance so I don't feel guilty. Like I need to accept that some things will just happen, you know, and just deal with it. But seriously, I have the worst mom guilt pretty much every single day. Everything makes me feel guilty, from oh my gosh, we're gonna wake K-Bear up like 5 minutes earlier than usual. Oh my gosh, today I'm unable to dress her up because I did my makeup late. Oh my gosh, I don't have any bananas for her snack lunch, now I have to give her yogurt. Like everything makes me feel guilty. It's the worst thing. I feel like I'm my very own worst critic, especially when it comes to parenting, and it drives me mental sometimes. The last question here says, share one taboo thing about motherhood you think should be talked about more. And to be honest, this one is a bit of a tough one because there's just so many things. There's just so many things about parenting and motherhood. But the one thing that I really want to highlight is that motherhood can be really seriously lonely, and people don't talk about this at all because people want to always portray this whole I got this, oh my gosh it's so much fun, oh my gosh I'm in my zone, I'm the best parent ever, and everything's going smooth. But deep down you're like dying slowly for that adult talk, for that adult just hangout session, you know. I've been through phases where I was like, oh my gosh, I would kill to just sit here and talk to somebody my age or older than me, or even younger than me, somebody who's not a toddler, who's not my boyfriend either, who can just have a normal conversation with me and we crack up laughing about it, and we don't have to worry about kids for just a split second. It's insane. But I mean, we live now in times and in a society where people, once you have a kid, they just assume that you're fine, you're happy with your kids, then everything should be fine, and you know, you don't need adult talk anymore. I mean, friends disappear into thin air. One minute you're surrounded by people you call friends, and then you have a child and those people are nowhere to be found. It's hilariously crazy. And I've always talked about this, like, this is why I started my YouTube channel, and this is why I started blogging and vlogging, because I felt like parenting was consuming every single fiber in my body, and I just couldn't. Like, I needed something else, something out of being a mom and something out of being a parent that could bring me a little bit of joy. And that is exactly where this whole thing came from. Parenting and motherhood can be shit lonely sometimes, and people don't talk about this. And you know what, it's okay to admit it. Yes, you got it. Yes, you may be the best mom ever, and yes, you may be very, very happy with your kids, but if you are lonely, that is normal. It's fine. It's fine to be lonely. It's fine to want to have that adult conversation. Anywho, that brings us to the end of this Mumlife raw tag. You guys, parenting is not the easiest thing ever. I try my level best, and like I already said, I am my worst critique. I critique myself on just about everything. I always try my best to strive for like the ultimate best, because if I don't get, then I'll just get the best. I'm still trying to learn. You'd think I have the grip of everything by now. Kiba is 3 years old, she's turning 4 real soon, and you'd think I would have all this figured out, but that is not really how it goes. It's still a learning curve every single damn day, and I'm not complaining about it or anything. I really am enjoying the ride, but this is just real life. This is how it is. This is just me being this is me just being unplugged and no sugarcoating and nothing else. This is just real life motherhood, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to check us out on our daily vlog channel, K-Bear Mommy Vlogs, where we vlog every single day with my little K-Bizzle bunny. It's very fun, interesting, and a tad bit crazy at times, so go ahead and check it out, and don't forget to subscribe over there as well. But for today, that's gonna be it. All our social media links are in the description box down below. Go ahead and follow us over there as well. For today, that's it, and we'll catch you besties on Thursday. Bye besties.